Department of Science there at the moment. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the department and what kind of opportunities we can offer for people as a follow-on to doing there in terms of professional development. So, the first thing I suppose is to summarise what we're about. If you look at the slides here, we have our overall, our primary I suppose is teaching and learning, and then we overarch that with research and the whole industry, enterprise and development as well. And I suppose within the teaching there, if we look at our lifelong learning, that's where our part-time program division comes under. So it's seen as a lifelong, continual professional development. And just to let you know a little bit about the college just generally first, and indeed in terms of the scale we operate, we're open now since 1992, new facility. Student numbers in last year, 2014 rather, around 5,000 students. Some of our professional bodies like the accountancy are full-time and are part-time, so we have a huge interaction with industry and continuous professional development with students. It's not far behind our full-time student number. So it's not far behind our full-time student number. Then we have a big emphasis on research as well, of course, because that enriches the whole learning experience and offers opportunities for progression as well. Just in terms of our industry engagement, particularly here in this diagram here, you see a kind of this part here is our newest probably capital investment. That says an 8-9 million central applied science and health research building, and linked onto that is our Synergy, which is our company incubation centre. So we're trying to marry research with kind of commercialisable research as well, so the company startup. So there's a nice synergy there with people meeting and discussing ideas and seeing opportunities for where the research can go in the future. So that's our Synergy building and our Centre of Applied Science and Health cash research building. So what we look at then and get involved with industry, we have a whole Synergy building which funds startups. It can rent out space, very reasonable rates, and people have good ideas, and we supplement them then with small level funding initially with Enterprise Ireland, maybe innovation vouchers at 5,000 level that can help if you have a good idea to enable to develop that further and answer some of the initial questions. So we have a connected system of research and innovation leading to hopefully new startups as well. In terms of, so if we connect research to development in the industry, we work with loads of different companies here. Connexicon is a medical surgical glue, for example, that we did some work with years ago. They're now located in that building and looking at other opportunities. It was Loctite, originally Henkel Loctite, to develop the human surgical application. In addition to its well-known industrial adhesive wing. And we work on various other projects there. And probably the most science-related one there, one of the biggest ones is the micro, where we work on sensors, where Professor Dempsey of the Science Department works on many sensor technologies applied to the food, agricultural areas. We also, when I mentioned the industry there as well, in terms of that surgical glue adhesive, prior to that on the industrial wing we offer NMR services as well. So that's continuous over many years for detailed characterization of their glues. And Brian, I see here, Brian, my colleague, heads up that function. So these are just some of the sensors that are developed within that sensor group, and they're based over in that Centre of Applied Science and Health. Some of the companies we work with, because our whole raison d'etre is working with companies, whether it's on research, whether it's at undergraduate level, providing career-ready graduates for industry. So there's many there. Say, for example, on the part-time, say Pfizer's, I know it's been taken over now by Allergan, that Killian mentioned there from Westport, but we do nighttime courses with them, with their staff over many years now. So some of that is based in-house, some of it is based in the college, and some is based in the company. We look at biomedia, we've done a minor award with them as well. We've done some research on the formulation side. And we've worked Janssen, I'll just allude to them a little bit later on in the testimonial in terms of work we've done at level 6 and level 7 with them. So, it's not the focus of the talk today, so we are in the process of joining, well, it's going to be a long process, but joining up with DIT in Blanchardstown to potentially form a technological university. We have to merge first, and then we have to meet the criteria for a technological university. So it's a two-step process, both of which are quite detailed and difficult. So I won't deal with that really here. It's just one side of it. So just in terms of what we do then, the 4-year full-time up to level 8. And again, you can step out at any stage out of that. That's our full-time provision there. With 4 main areas: pharmaceutical, sports science and health, DNA and forensics, and biology, or we call bioanalysis or bioanalytical science. We have the same structure here when we look at up to level 9 and level 10, where we have taught masters and research masters. So that's the normal suite that you follow on from your 4-year level 8 program. In terms of the numbers, I mentioned college numbers earlier on. There's only 8 departments within the college. The science department, these numbers would reflect the science department numbers at the moment. And as you can see there's quite a substantial amount of part-time students in the continuous professional development arena there from many of the companies that I've shown there previously. Springboard students, Killian already mentioned, we work with 2 programs with NIBRT, level 6 and level 7, where we deliver the theory and do the practical component in the NIBRT facilities, and it works very, very well. We also have other Springboard programs with InnoPharma, and again the success rate Killian mentioned, this is for unemployed people getting back into the workforce, is around 70%, both with InnoPharma and NIBRT, so we're delighted with those results, and we hope to continue those relationships well into the future. We have an international dimension as well on the pharmaceutical area, where we work with a Nanjing University in China. So basically we deliver 2 modules each semester for years 1 to year 3 in China through English, and then by year 4 for the level 8 provision, the students come to Dublin to do the entire year 4 through English and gain their honours degree. And many of those students have gone on to do postgraduate studies. And then research is very, very important, as I said as well, to underpin the whole learning experience. We have about 25 full-time and part-time. And one thing we're developing now at the moment actively is industry-based postgraduate qualifications. So you work in industry, you innovate a process, and you marry the innovation requirements of the company with the academic requirements of a postgraduate. And I think that's the way we have to move here as well in terms of our postgraduate numbers. And it's totally in line with our team of supporting industry. So the range of things we do then in terms of supporting and working with industry, full-time, part-time. We also do industry short courses. These might be usually academically accredited. In some cases it can be just a short-term, non-accredited program as well. So just to highlight the flexibility of how we can deal with industry and work with industry, we have various levels of awards ranging from just single subject, so it's just one area, say contamination, microbiology, chemistry, and the applicant can just get that single subject and carry those credits from that award. If they go on to do other awards later on, they can get an exemption in that. So it's an easy introduction into the academic arena. The minor award then is a couple of subjects that are linked we have a very good one that we work with NIBRT on, the contamination control and clean room, and that's a 4-module minor award in a related area. If it's in